let's set the stage here, which is kind of where I wanted to introduce this. We were out in the center, the dead center of Joshua Tree National Park, 20, 30 miles from any civilization, any source of microwave towers or anything like that. And these detectors that we have that give this electronic tone, they don't go off just for, if you walk by them or something. They require that they be hit with like a police radar scope or some high source of microwave tower or what have you. And normally at this site it's completely silent. The detectors don't do anything until we start having contact. And then, of course, when we have contact, not always but frequently, there's this amazing amount of energy that is in the area that's, and I want to explain how this is happening. The extraterrestrial vehicles and their communication systems are usually phasing faster than the speed of light, which of course would not make a radar detector go off. But they can step it down to where it's then moving against the linear space-time continuum and begins to hit the electromagnetic field. And as it hits the electromagnetic field around us, it can very specifically make those detectors go off, so much so that one will go off and one 3 feet away will not. Or one that's 3 feet away will go off in a different spectrum of the electromagnetic, whether it's X-band or K-band or laser band, than the other one. Now, this is impossible. If this was coming from a man-made source like a police cruiser or a Ranger or something like that, it would be the same spectrum at the same time, particularly when they're that close together. And so it's very, very, very anomalous electromagnetic evidence of what's going on frequently with objects in the sky that the group is seeing, or a craft that's moving across space that we're filming with our night scope or what have you. And that's what happened this week, and it happened for 5 hours with these detectors, a total of about 5 hours of continuous. And the transmissions, the electromagnetic beeping you hear, are actually just evidences of packets of information that's being communicated into consciousness. And while these things were beeping, while all these detectors were beeping, I was in a state of consciousness where I was super awake, if you can use that concept, or in a state of cosmic consciousness, where the packets were coming in, and then I was able to translate what the meaning of the packets of information were in sequence, so that they would beep and I would translate, and then it would go on. This went on for hours, and we actually have a very good recording of that. We're calling these the Orion transmissions. And it was, of course, 40-some people observed this, and it was a life-altering experience, I think, for everyone who was there. The transmissions, the electromagnetic beeping you hear, are actually just evidences of packets of information that's being communicated into consciousness.